They've got to put a lap on Bert Chapman to challenge for the lead. Well, Chapman pulls off the left-hand side of the circuit. He's not going to affect this race at all. He's not going to affect this race at all. He's not going to affect this race at all.
So after eating humble pie in race 1, I was definitely not up for hearing Bert Chapman has been lapped again. I was definitely motivated to do a lot better. There was one problem though. I'm joined by Tom Westworth, driver number 3, 2 hours away from race 2.
Hopefully the weather stays dry for us, but at the minute, it's not looking too promising.
Can you see a dry line? Stuart's shaking his head. Our team manager is shaking his head over there. He doesn't look too happy. Any tips for me, Tom, for driving in the wet? Fortunately, I didn't need those tips. The sun came out and the track dried up. There was a stream of water running down from the left into turn 1.
That stream.
Yeah, it was a bit sketchy. With a very small dry patch right next to the curb. Everyone's going to be going for that gap into turn 1 from the race start. Starting P12 this time on the left side of the grid. A quick shout out to Chris Kia, who came over from racing Clio's, who managed to bag himself a P10 in race 1. And with the reverse grid, which means that P10 starts at P1, P9 at P2, and so on, meant he claimed his first pole position in his first race weekend. Unfortunately, Chris declined to comment on his race performance in my post-race interviews with drivers. So, you, Chris, yes, we'll be showing your spin into Druids. Hopefully next time you won't decline such a prestigious interview.
Yeah, perhaps.
Looks like 15 cars
Yeah,
there.
Christensen is missing like he was yesterday.
Yes,
Red
he was.
lights on, lights go out.
One corner ahead of me at the front of the race.
Pollard running really wide is Satchwell. He's going to get onto the curb. He gets back into it. Oh, and Kia gets locked up. He manages to hold on.
Impressive save.
Very well done.
Gets it back on the track.
He gets back on.
Now my turn to make a much smaller mistake, but on the exit of this corner I was getting way too much oversteer. I then have my annoying gear issue second to third, not once but twice. It really messes up my entry into this corner and therefore my exit. And it happens again. You can see the gap increase massively. Let's watch the rear cam footage of that same lap, having a fantastic battle with my teammate and greatest rival, Ryan Thomas. Skipping lap 3 as it was pretty much a non-event. Coming on to lap 4 now. Getting slightly closer to the guys in front. As they're battling, they're going to be slowing each other down, which gives me an opportunity to catch up, which I've done here. Obviously I have my gear issue, but as you can see slightly further ahead, Chris had another unfortunate spin, which enabled me to gain a position. Looking at my lap times, we can see that I was pretty much in the 47s for every lap. That compared to the guy in front of me, Adam, he got a few 46s, so I was not catching up to him throughout the race. Looking at the race leader and winner, Matt Higginson, he was in the 45s, which just shows how fast these guys are at the front. The rest of the race was fairly uneventful, so rather than just sitting here and watching me lap after lap, not catching the guys in front, I thought we'd take a look at a few of the quick highlights, some of the saves, and other things that happen on track. My theory is, if you say sorry for track limits, then maybe they'll be a bit more lenient. So here we are on lap 14. Yellow flag come out, so we're slowing down, trying to catch a safety car.
No, in this championship for 5 seasons now. And off, Tom Gadd.
That's Gadd.
Yeah, he spun it.
Tom had a suspension failure which sent him off the track
great circuit.
and kind of ended the race under the safety car really, so pretty boring end to a race, but often that happens. Finished P10 though, so absolutely buzzing about that finish.
Of the safety car train. James Fennell, Adam Walkenberg, Chapman to meet the top 10, Chris Keir, Gunnar, Jonathan and Josh Dement, the only other finish.
I was running all right.
Yeah,
I was actually doing pretty well.
Really well.
I wasn't catching Adam, but like
He was keeping that.
I wasn't falling too far back.
No.
I was quite happy with that. Mate,
Nowhere near getting lapped.
Say again?
Nowhere near getting lapped this time. Either.
No. I know what my problem was race 1. Like you said, Druid and final turn, a bit of throttle, like karting, you keep the traction,
You stop the
and
wheel
then you
spin.
can play with it.
Yeah.
Whereas before I was coasting round them and losing so much.
Like all over the place. 'Cause you're not under control.
I
then.
really got it that time.
Yeah, loads better. Lap time was so much better as well. Like 47.1.
Oh, really? I want to try and get the 46s by the end of the day.
Yeah. Got with the aim.